Alright, people of YouTube. I'm installing radiant barrier in my attic to cut down the cooling cost and hopefully save a few dollars on electric bill in the summertime. But I've seen a lot of install videos of how to do this, and there are usually two people doing it, or just one guy who's standing perfectly tall, eye level, and stapling up, and not really showing you anything else other than that. So I figured I'd share a few tips and tricks how to do it. First tip, get help if you can. I'm sure it goes a lot faster with two people, but I wouldn't know. So far, I've gotten about this high around the front on my own, and I figured a few things out the hard way. Another tip, cut manageable size lengths. My roll is about 48 inches wide, so I'm only cutting about, the longest piece I did was 20 foot, but that was too much for me, honestly. I mean, it got up there, but it was just a bit more of a hassle. So 18, 16 feet maybe. That's probably the longest I do again. Another tip, obviously, tools. I mean, staple gun, you're going to need that anyway. But the Walt makes one with a big old hook on the side. You can just easily slap that right into your pocket. And it just stays there. It doesn't come out too easily. Also, staples. Harbor Freight sells 1,000 pack for $2. Box cutter. Either one of them or one of these. Doesn't matter. As long as you got something sharp and it's handy and it's on you. Because sometimes you got to cut around, drop down threaded rods that's holding your AC unit, furnace exhaust, chimney, or hot water heater, or 2x4s are just awkwardly placed. And once you get done cutting, you're going to need to have foil tape. Doesn't matter what brand you get. I mean, obviously, foil tape's better than duct tape because I'll just say it, duct tape is garbage. 3M makes a pretty good foil tape. I've been using the mess out of that. If you can't tell. But I couldn't find it last time at the store. Like I said, my roll is 48 inches wide. So I went ahead and cut a 1-inch PVC pipe, 48 inches long. And to figure out where I'm going to be starting, because you want to work from the top of the panel down. So I went ahead and marked it up here with a staple. I just use a staple because that's what I had handy. You could mark it all the way across if you wanted to, or you could just snap a chalk line across the top for 48 inches up there, or you could just get one of those laser levels. This is one of those Bosch laser levels from Home Depot. It works pretty good. I like it. Black Friday deal. But that's really the best tip I got. I mean, I cut my roll, lay on the concrete floor down there, lay the tape measure out about 18 feet, and just start at 18, kick it to the end, and just sandwich between two boards and cut a straight line because you don't want to get it all crooked on the end. And you also want to add about 6 inches to the edge, to the end of it. Because if you notice you're getting crooked on your sheet, I'm kind of OCD. Not that you can tell. But say, there's a rafter. Say this panel is getting crooked, getting a gap right there, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as you go down. You can go ahead and cut this panel all the way down, put your blade against that board, go all the way down this panel, and reset, overlap it, and start again. You don't have to tape that joint. It's fine if you overlap a little. Matter of fact, I've got a few over here like that. But like I said, if you're just a little OCD, that's just something I do. Also, ladders and step stools. I got this little step ladder here and up here because you can't reach that and easily staple it one hand and hold it with another hand. I mean, it's about 7 feet off the ground, so get some, I suggest 3/4 inch plywood or some kind of board to lay across your ceiling joists just to put your ladder on top of, just to hold you up. Because the last thing you want to do is go through the sheetrock and have a second project on top of your current project and a ticked off wife. Not that I know anything about that. Also, if you're going to be on a ladder in your attic, make sure you're not the only one home. I mean, currently, My son's sleeping in his crib, so I will not be on a ladder right now because he can't work a phone unless he's calling Elmo, an imaginary one, or Grover. He gets a lot of phone calls from those two guys. But make sure your significant other, wife, spouse, whatever, is home. That way they can rush up here, call the ambulance, and be happy to tell you I told you so. Alright, there might be a part 2 of this video to show you how I got this part up. If not, that means I fell through the ceiling, and yeah, I'll have a whole different kind of video. Alright, that's all I got for now. Guess I better get stapling.